Hey everybody, there is Warrel here, and welcome back to more Steins Gates. Okay, I'm hoping we'll get on to chapter 6 this session, but I guess we'll find out whether or not that's actually going to be the case. Regardless, what's this? Gratitude? I don't remember what just happened. How do I check the backlog? L2. Of course, I've just loaded. I can't check a backlog that don't exist. Does she have a fever? I put my hand to her forehead to check. Kurisu twitches. I dropped my hand. Yeah, of course. Her voice is louder than it should be, and several people glance at us. Kurisu blushes and hangs her head. If Doro were here, he'd probably get all excited and say, a real Sunda, or Sundara. Sweet! Kurisu clears her throat and returns to her usual sour expression. Okay. That's why. I got a mail. From Part-Time Warrior. Wait, oneself. Don't forget what Taita said. Eh? That's, like, right out of the blue. It's quite mysterious, really. It's only been 2 weeks since Kurisu and I met. And yet it already feels natural for us to be walking together, exchanging banter like this. Perhaps pooling our efforts to create something new, dangerous though it may be, has brought us closer together. I admit that her knowledge and skills were impressive. I'd like her to remain at the lab if at all possible, but she said she's going back to America this month. It's already the 13th, so I wonder when she plans to return. I decide to ask her. Oh, well, there you go. It must be very soon. Probably a good idea. Looks like things are going to get busy. Naturally, I want Kurisu to stay with us to the end. A little bit after we return to the lab, Mayuri gets back. Seems Mayuri went to Lukako's. Wait, Suzuha shows up a few minutes later and our development council comes to order. Oh. I like how it's got the shortest explanation ever. What Ocarine calls a party. Development Council. Oh, that's great. Dara ordered 3 pizzas. We also line up all the snacks we bought on the table. It's just like the party we had a few days ago to cheer up Suzuha. Mayuri wanted to decorate the room, but since everyone's tired, I dismissed it as unnecessary. Looks like Suzuha managed to retrieve her jacket from Mr. Braun. The Braun tube workshop's closed. Suzuha made sure the 42-inch CRT was turned off. So there's no need to fear any malfunction from the time leap machine. A heavy sigh escapes my throat. I realise that I've been tense and nervous since the time leap machine was completed. Now I can finally relax. The topic of the time leap machine has become taboo. Even Kurisu doesn't bring it up during the meeting. I opened the pizza boxes to find the exact same ones he got for Suzuha's party. Naturally, I'm not amused. Aww. Hmm.
ここに来たらまたマユリのコスを着させられるって思ったんじゃない？コスプレの件か。もしかしてまだ説得できていないのか。
Then what was the point of completing the costume?
恥ずかしいんだって。可愛いは正義なのに。可愛いは正義。そんな言葉が流行ってるんだ。クリスちゃんもね、可愛いよね。
Oh, she's trying to get her to cosplay. Kurisu doesn't know how to react. She blushes and Mayuri starts teasing her like a drunk old man. There's no alcohol at this party, of course. Kurisu looks conflicted, then she murmurs. She sure could have fooled us before, pretending to have no interest in otaku culture. The cosplay demon? Kurisu lifts up her necktie.
2週間だけアヤメインに逆留学みたいなことしてたんだけど、そこの制服を改造してきてるの。
Ayamane. Oh, Ayamane Women's Academy. Private school for girls in the Kudanshita neighborhood of Tokyo. An academic powerhouse. Ayamane is a popular destination for foreign exchange students. Ooh. Oh wow. Looks like Kurisu approves of the cuteness is justice philosophy. Uh-oh. Oh dear, she probably shouldn't have agreed then. Oh my god. Ooh. Suzuha speaks, her tone sharp. She's scowling at Kurisu again. Suddenly the atmosphere in the room changes. Of course. Whoa! What the hell? Naturally, my strong-willed assistant isn't one to back down from a fight. Sparks fly between the two girls. Hmm?
私がしたことって後ろめたいことは何もしてないでしょうね。でも私知ってるんだから君の本質ってのをさ。すごい。私の心の中を覗いたんだ。画期的な発明だからぜひその独身装置を見せてもらいたいもんだわ。装置なんてないよ。強いて言うなら予言。つまり言いがかりってことか。事実だってば。
Uh-oh, we got a situation here. Mayuri clings to me with teary eyes.
この場を丸く収められるのはこの法王院教魔しかいないようだな。
While watching get punched by both, or like slapped by both of them. I insert myself between the two girls.
二人ともここは引け。この勝負法王院教魔が預かる。
Oh my god. They both glare at me. Although I'm afraid for my life, I harden my resolve. The mission must succeed. First I focus on Kurisu. Oh my god.
育てられた覚えもない。
マッドサイエンティストを目指す上で最も必要なことを教えて。すなわち表面は熱く奥底では冷たく。
聞いてない。なるつもりもない。
Yeah, this isn't going too well. Next, I switch focus to Suzuha.
戦士よ、お前がラグナロックにおいて戦うべきはセルのはずだ。
岡部倫太郎には忠告したよね。マキセ・クリスには気をつけてって。
You're going to mention that here? Now?
どういうことよ、岡部。
Their eyes are like laser beams boring into my skull. I want nothing more than to flee for my life. But Mayuri's watching me anxiously. I need to defuse the situation.
お前たちどちらも引くつもりはないようだな。ならば好きなだけやり合うがいい。戦い抜いてその後河原で握手して友情を芽生えさせるがいい。
What?
だからショーン、社会に出る時のためにこれだけは自覚しておけ。お前たちは二人とも空気が読めない。
うるさい。
Getting yelled at by both of them at the same time sends shivers down my spine. It's coming. I quickly seize my right arm. Oh my god. I turn around and head back to Mayuri. This is just his way of backing out of it. Mayuri puffs her cheeks out and goes over to the two girls. Hearing this, the two combatants reluctantly comply. I expected this would happen. Mayuri is the oil that keeps the gears of this lab churning along. The throbbing in my right arm dissipates. Daru comes over to chat with Suzuha, and gradually peace returns to the lab. Kurisu is in the development room making a call, probably to her mother in America. I sit on the sofa and watch TV while sipping Dr. P. The TV is running a game show where contestants guess the prices of popular items at high-class restaurants. Mayuri sits down next to me. She peels a banana and begins eating it. Alright.
ねえねえ、おかり？
Mayuri slowly looks around the lab, smiling all the while.
なんだかね、ここ何週間かですごく賑やかになったね。
ああ、確かに。
I established the Future Gadget Laboratory around the time I entered college. It was the first step in my plan to bring chaos to the world. That was around the middle of March this year, which means it's been almost 5 months. Not half a month after it was established, Mayuri showed up. I'm still not sure why, and became a lab mem. For about a month, it was just me and Mayuri. Then in early May, I finally got Daru to join. All it took was telling him that the lab is just a 3-minute walk from May Green. This location on the outskirts of Akiba has always been quiet. Mayuri isn't the type to object to every little thing like Kurisu, nor the type to make dumb jokes like Daru, so the lab was very peaceful back in those days. It was quite a pleasant place to be. And now the lab mem count has increased to 8. It happened in the blink of an eye, or so it seems. They didn't come today, but Lukako visits occasionally and Faris is a familiar face at May Green, or at least she was before May Green disappeared. I remember feeling out of place the first time I came to Akiba, but now it's like a second home.
楽しいね。
Mayuri too seems pleased by the increase in lab mems.
あのね、ラボ面が8人に増えたでしょ。ちょっと狭くなってきたなってマユシーは思うんだ。まずね、椅子が足りないのです。
The sofa only has room for 2. Then there's Daru's personal desk chair. Those are the only chairs in the lounge. There are some pipe chairs in the development room, but they need to stay there.
買ってこなくちゃだよ。おかりんはお金ある？
椅子を買うと貯金が底をつく。
Then I need to get a part-time job again.
じゃあ、マユシーのバイト代もちょっと出していいよ。
Oh.
あとはね、電子レンジ。新しいの買わないとジューシー唐揚げナンバー1が温められないよ。
Of course it would end up turning to food.
ああ、それはすまん。
Cutting off Mayuri's chicken supply might actually kill her.
だがマユリ、タイムリープマシンを譲渡して謝礼をもらえば問題は全て解決する。
椅子と電子レンジの代金とちょっぴり上がっちゃったお家賃を払えるぐらいはもらえるかな。
もらえるさ。もっと
Mm.
もらえる。
Mm.
そうなんだ。よかったね、おかり。
なぜそんなに嬉しそうなんだ？
だってお友達たくさんできたもん。ダルくんでしょ、クリスちゃんでしょ、ルカちゃんでしょ、すずさん、萌香さん、フェリスちゃん、店長さん、なえちゃん、他にも他にも。
Oh wow, there's a lot of people. She gazes wistfully into the distance.
春の頃はおかりんはとっても寂しそうだったけど、
Aw.
もう大丈夫だね。マユシーが人質じゃなくても。
それはどういう？
What do you mean? I tried to ask before I can finish. What the hell? Terrorist bomb threat suspends Yamanote, Sobu, Kaihin, Tohoku lines. Oh dear. An urgent news bulletin appears on the TV. The subtitle reads, Terrorist bomb threat suspends... Yeah. So Yamanote, Sobu, Kaihin, Tohoku lines.
爆破テロ予告？
Hmm.
か全部秋葉原駅通ってるじゃん。眉し帰れないんじゃね？
本当だ。家に電話しなくちゃ。
A bomb threat. I don't know why, but I've got a bad feeling about this. Only the lines passing through Akihabara are suspended, as if that were the target. Wait, could that be it? Could the bomb be at Akihabara Station? I get a cold feeling in my stomach.
岡部倫太郎、一つ聞かせて。タイムリープマシンは完成してるんだよね。そっか。私、用事思い出したから、ちょっと出かけてくる。
Oh shit! I know what point of the story we're at. Oh no! Suzuha leaves the lab without another word. Suzuha's acting strange. Is it related to the bomb threat? Why did she just ask about the time leap machine? Something occurs to me. The two threatening emails I received. We're watching you. You know too much. Who sent them? And there's more. Words and images flash through my head. CERN. The LHC. Jellymen. The Z program. Government secrets. What the hell is that image? The organization. Men in Black. The Committee of 300. The Time Leap Machine. What did Kurisu say?
私たち、
Oh.
ひょっとすると、とんでもないものを作っちゃったかもしれない。
Taken separately, each of these elements was insignificant. But if I consider them part of a single line, they all point to one inescapable truth. We've come too far. Fear seizes my heart in an icy grip. I can feel anxiety eating at my brain. I can't breathe. Even though it's hot and humid, my body shivers. Should we run? Get out while we still can? We can't use the trains. What about the subway? Or would a taxi be better? Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's doing anything. What should we do? Suddenly there's a softness against my hand. I look down to see Mayuri's hand holding mine. When I look up, I see worry written on her face. It's okay. I'm just being paranoid. It's all a coincidence. Tomorrow we'll get rid of the time leap machine. Then we can forget that all of this happened. Pretend it was just a dream. We never invented a time machine. I don't need money. As long as we can forget about today and welcome tomorrow, we'll be okay, won't we? But my anxiety doesn't go away. I look over Mayuri's head at the entrance to the lab. The door is unlocked. Anyone could just waltz right in. I hear sirens wailing a few streets away. The bomb threat has Akiba in an uproar. Yet here in our corner of Akiba, it's so quiet. Mayuri squeezes my hand with her warm, slender fingers. I squeeze back. Oh god! Yeah. The next thing I know, the door slams open. 5 men burst into the lab. Their movements are swift and sure, professional, and each of them is carrying a gun. They spread out just inside the door and aim their weapons at us. It all happens so fast, no one has time to scream. The men are foreigners, a mix of races, dressed casually in colourful shirts and shorts and jeans. But their arms are thick with muscle, and their eyes are hard and cold as ice. 2 of them are holding pistols. The other 3 have assault rifles. AK-47s in Akiba? Is this some kind of joke? One thing is certain, these guys aren't tourists. The dark-skinned crew-cut man barks an order. It feels like I'm dreaming. Did I fall asleep watching an action movie? This is the first time so many people have gathered in this room. Suddenly the lab feels small. What an odd thing to be thinking at a time like this. The first to obey is Daru. Then Kurisu raises her hands. Then me. Last is Mayuri. Silence. Time seems to grind to a halt. The men say nothing, but their guns remain steady, muzzles pointed at us. On the TV, a comedian laughs. What is this? Are we on candid camera? Then I hear a new sound coming from outside. The sound of high heels. A woman is coming up the stairs. Are these men waiting for her? Is she their leader? A squad of battle-hardened commandos, led by a beautiful woman? It's like something out of a manga. Nothing seems real. Before long, the woman appears. And... yep. It's Moeka.
Kiryu... Moeka?
Part-time editor. The male demon, Shining Finger, who is never seen without her phone. Labmem 005. Moeka, she is their leader? The least imposing woman I've ever met. Even now she doesn't meet my stare. Her eyes are aimed down at the floor. What's going on here?
萌香さん、これってタイムマシンを回収させてもらう。
As always, her words are barely audible. It's ridiculous, laughable. And yet, I can't laugh. My heart is a jackhammer in my chest. The inside of my mouth is drier than a desert. I stay still, with my hands in the air.
牧瀬クリス、岡部銀太郎、橋田至3名については我々と一緒に来てもらう。
Uh-oh. I don't understand. Why is Moeka here? I don't know, but I have to ask.
どういうことだ？
答えられない。
冗談だろ？
Moeka shakes her head.
あなたたちに答える必要はないという意味。抵抗は許されない。とにかく来て。
どこへだ？
No reply. She doesn't intend to answer that either. Dangerous. These guys are dangerous. Look at their guns. Nothing good can happen if we go with them. I try to refuse, but my voice catches in my throat. I can't stop staring at their guns. Are they real? They're not going to start shooting, are they?
理由と行き先を教えてもらわない限りついていくことはできない。
拒否することは認めない。あなたたちに逃げ場はないわ。私たちの仲間はすでに秋葉原中に散らばっている。
Oh wow. Wait. Something clicked in my head. It was them. They sent the bomb threat. They stopped the trains. Why? To keep us here? Exactly. It was to trap us. Just for that?
手荒なまではしたくない。3人とも一緒に来て。
Okay.
なんで？
Kurisu, who has kept silent until now, finally opens her mouth.
3人なの？
Yeah, why not Mayuri? That's when I realized that Mayuri wasn't included in Moeka's demand. She only wants Kurisu, Daru, and me.
何を聞かれても答えるつもりはない。あなたたちはただついてくればいい。
We're not getting anywhere.
おかりん。
Daru's voice is shaking. I turn my head to look at him. He's deathly pale.
とりあえず言うこと聞いとくべきじゃね。だが目的を言ってもらわないと。
Honestly, I have no idea what to do. My heart is still fluttering in my chest. This seems more like a dream than reality. I'm not a military otaku. I've never seen a real gun. The black shine of their weapons looked somehow tacky. They lacked the imposing feel you expect. I'd believe her if she told me they were fake. Mayuri suddenly speaks up.
萌香さんはラボメン仲間だよね。
It's as if Mayuri asked my question for me. Moeka was a strange woman, but I welcomed her as a lab mem all the same. What is she thinking right now? In answer, nothing. Oh god! Moeka pulls a gun from her belt and points it at us. I realise that Moeka isn't holding her phone. This is the first time I've seen her without it. Not like that matters now. Moeka's gun hand is trembling. Is the situation